Hi everybody, it's Ginger from In Sheep's Clothing Yarn Shop, and it is day 4 of our 12 Sheepy Days of Advent. So welcome, welcome. It is, I hope, I hope I do not look as tired as I feel. This is the end of the day. Believe it or not, I have been trying to do this video since 9 o'clock this morning. It just was not meant to happen this morning or this afternoon. So here it is, 6 o'clock, and I'm doing this before my 6:30 group of knitters come in for our Thursday night knitting group. So, okay, let's get on with it. So anyway, so yes, today is day 4. So this is our packet for day 4. And if you haven't, let's open it. Now I'm already going to tell you, last year when I did this Advent, I made sure I had my own kit. Everything was in it perfect. This year, Ginger did not get an Advent kit. So I am trying to grab things to to make them up every day as we go along. So anyway, what you should be finding today is your pattern. And then you have this really pretty sparkly yarn. It's kind of iridescent. And then you also have another sparkly yarn. We have this really, really pretty sequin mohair. This is from Ella Ray, right? It's from Ella Ray, and it's called, oh my goodness, I don't remember the name of what it's called. I don't have a ball nearby. I'll find out and I'll put it in the notes for you. But isn't that pretty? Is it shimmer? No. I can't remember. But it's so pretty. So, and then, okay, so that's what's in the bag. And then also, again, I don't have my own. I had to, this is the last pair of, you will all have a different, there was a variety of rubber stitch markers. These were actually from last year's Advent calendar when we did the chiclets. So those are the only ones I could find. So anyway, you'll be getting your little your point protectors and your glittery yarns and your pattern. So let's see what the pattern is going to make today. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready for our day 4 sheep? Okay, here she is. There she is. We have our little angel sheep. Oh, I didn't do a very good job. There's a little pin on there. Hopefully you'll do a better job. But she has wings, and she has a pretty sparkly mohair dress with her little sash. And I mean, she looks so cute. The only thing that she is missing, and again, I'm missing a little box that has all my other little odds and ends, like more wings, and you should also have, oh, that's right, you'll have wings, a pair of wings in your package, and you will also have a pipe cleaner, a silver pipe cleaner. And for the life of me, I cannot find the pipe cleaners. I even stopped 2 different places this morning on my way in to see if I could find pipe cleaners. None of any color to be had. So I'll find them tonight for sure. But anyway, but isn't she adorable? I happened to find these. I wanted wings, and I'm like, you know what? I am not going to figure out how to make wings. So I just thought these were super cute. They're like a they're probably like a paper, little bit of fabric on there, I don't know, but then they're sparkly. I wish they were just a little bit bigger, but this was the size that they had. So if you put it up close to like the back of her head, they show better. But yeah, aren't they cute? Yes, so anyway, so that is our dress. She has a little bit of lace at the bottom with a pretty little ripple going on there, but look at how it shines. Isn't that pretty? And then her bodice is ribbed. Now in the pattern, I always kind of go another step. I kept looking at her, and this was after I had done the pattern and everything, and I don't know, I picked her up one day and I'm like, you know, I added a little crochet for these little, I'm gonna add this to the pattern, and you could just simply add it. I'll write it up, and I'll this will be in one of your emails or in one of the notes. And but I will definitely be adding this to the pattern because I think that kind of makes it, to add that little bit of a what you call this. She just looks adorable with it, with the little flutter on the arm there. But it's very simple. So the yarn, that if you were wondering what was going on with the white yarn in day 1's pack, you are going to be doing 1 strand of this with 1 strand of your sequined mohair. So you'll be knitting those 2 together. And then let me just look at the pattern really fast. The pattern, she looks, well, I need to take another picture of her for the finished, the final pattern. Oh yeah, this is a snow angel dress. Because she looks a little rough. She looks a little. This was actually the with Noelle with the little brown face. I don't know. She looks a little horsey to me. I don't know. It just doesn't look like a little angel. But anyway. But yeah, I see. Also, you can see the little her halo, and that just sticks. You just make a little ring, and then you just stick it in the back of her head, and it just stays there, and it looks really cute. But yeah, I wish I could have shown it to you. So these are done. Yeah, it's pretty simple. This particular one, you're going to be using a size 3 needle because we wanted a little bit more open, the fabric. And then we changed to a 1 for the ribbing right here. And I kept it really simple. You just separate the back from the front, and you just do your ribbing here. I didn't even do any shaping at all. I just made it like a little boat neck. And then the thing, okay, I'm going to take her apart a little bit so I can kind of explain the back of the dress, because I went back and forth between doing buttons or snaps or something. I was like, oh, they're so small and fiddly. What about, and I just kept looking at the back, and I says, you know what, let me figure something else out. So what I decided to do, and I kind of wanted her, because it looked a little blah in the front with nothing. See what a difference it made, just having that little bit of a little belt right there, especially with the shimmer. So I knew I wanted to do that, and I thought, well, if I'm going to do the belt, and anyway, it came to my head, it's like, well, okay, why don't we just attach it to the back? So literally what I did to the back, yeah, let me take her apart a little bit, and I'll do it so that you can actually see how you do it. Now this yarn, another thing, I was thinking about this last night, if you don't, this was just a chain. If you don't, although I do like the shimmer, you could also take a piece of pretty ribbon and use a ribbon, and then, ribbon could be very, very pretty on this as well. So what I did was I made, okay, well, see, I thought this, okay, I would have done this a little differently again. Let me see what I said here. Glitter ribbon through the top, crisscross it. Okay, here, I just came up with a better idea yet. Okay, so what I did was I made 2 separate little chains, and I put one, here, let me take her off, one at the top of the back and the other one at the other top. And then all you have to do is just, whoops, actually came out. Oh, that wasn't very good. I did a terrible job of joining it. Okay. Let me just put it back in. Well, that wasn't good. I think all I did, I know what I did, is I just kind of crocheted it into the back, and I didn't go back and tighten it up to weave it in. Okay, so there we go. So now what you're going to do is you have those 2 at the back. All you have to do is crisscross them like that. Run one end through right here. You don't have to make a hole, just do it right through the stitch, and one right there. So it crisscrosses, and then you just pull it to the front like that, and then just tie and knot it. So this way it's closing up. I didn't connect it, but this way it crisscrosses it in the back and connects to the front. You tie it and you're done. You don't have to worry about buttons or anything like that. So then it's all done. But anyway, I think ribbon would be really pretty. If you have a really nice little piece of ribbon, that would be just very nice. I was just trying to keep it as much knitting as possible. Plus I had this iridescent yarn that I thought was really kind of pretty. The only thing is it's very, very crunchy. So it kind of has a mind of its own when you tie it and make it wants to pop up a little bit. But anyway, so that's it. So that's our little snow angel tonight. Okay, so let's see, what else am I, okay, so I wanted to talk about the whole fork thing, about pom-poms. I had said yesterday that I wanted to show you how to make the pom-poms, a little miniature pom-pom on a fork. And for those of you, I think I didn't have one yesterday, but I have one now. Some of you had got them. I think a lot of you got them. And some of you, of course, now I can't find the miniature fork. Oh, here it is. All right, these are really small. I was kind of thinking they were going to be something a little, something in between this and this. So this pom-pom, this fork will make a really teeny tiny pom-pom for another project that's coming up. But this will really be a little small, I think. It's not going to make a nice big pom-pom like this. So I made that pom-pom with a regular size fork. So just to show you how it works, I need a pom-pom for something else I was making. So you're going to take your yarn and then just take a piece, just break like a 8-inch, 12-inch piece, whatever. And then what you're going to do is just put it between the tines of the fork. Just divide it up and you just put it there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your yarn. Just pull this out. Okay. I'm going to take your yarn. Okay, where's my end? Oh my God. Okay, here we go. So now all we're going to do is wind it around your fork. And this might not be the best yarn for a pom-pom. This is a silk blend and it's a singles and, well, we'll see. It'll be puffy, so maybe that would be good. So you're just going to keep wrapping it around. I don't have any number of times that you're going to wrap, but you're going to want to wrap it around as nice and full. The more that you do, the fuller your pom-pom is going to be. Let's see. Do a little bit more. Okay. All right, and let's just say that that's good for now. Yes, I give it a couple more winds. Okay, so now I'm just going to, and you should have a nice pair of sharp scissors. These are super sharp. These are some scissors from Likey. I love these. These are so great. They have a nice little thing to put them in. So I'm going to snip. And then what I'm going to do is this yarn that we put in between the tines. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. We're going to tie it before we slide it off the tines. So I'm going to just take that. Oh, you know what I just realized too? Yeah, this yarn is very, oh boy, that was not smart. Can I say that it's the end of the day and that my brain is just too tired to function? This yarn is very, very soft. You really, really want a nice hard yarn because you want to tie the knot really tight. Oh, I'm going to break this for sure. All right, I'm going to do the best I can. But you want to tie this knot nice and tight anytime that you're making any kind of pom-pom. All right, I'm just going to go for it. All right, so I did that. If it doesn't stay, it doesn't stay. Okay, so there we go. So now what I'm going to do, yeah, because I can see that. Okay, so now we're going to slide it off the fork, okay, like that. And then we're going to snip. There we go. It's very thick, so we have to snip quite a bit here. Wow, okay. Oh, this will make a nice pom-pom though. Okay, so there's one side, and now you're gonna turn it over. Yeah, I didn't do this tight enough at all. This pom-pom is gonna fall apart. Oh my God. I should have done it. I wonder if I have anything tighter, stronger. Hold on a second. Is that, okay, wait a minute. I have a little ball of yarn here. Let me grab this. Let me see if I can salvage before I totally destroy this pom-pom. Oh, yeah, you have to do it really tight, and if you have a spare set of hands, that's always great. All right, so I'm gonna rewrap where I wrapped that yarn originally. Sorry, you're not gonna be able to see what I'm doing because I'm trying to do it very carefully without losing what I did. Yeah, this happens to be a wool acrylic yarn, so this shouldn't break on me. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. That's better. Okay. And I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to see. I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose this. But all right, at least it gives you the idea of what you should do. I'm just going to wrap this around. I'm sorry, this is terrible. Okay. This is what not to do. Okay, use a nice strong yarn when you are wrapping for the pom-pom, okay? All right, so we're just going to pretend that I made this really gorgeous pom-pom. So here we go. It's falling apart as we speak. Okay, and then what you do is you trim it. You're just going to trim it up. Oh my God, what a mess. Okay. And the more you trim it, the fuller it will look. But right now, half the pom-pom, more than half the pom-pom is on one side, and the other one is barely hanging on to the other side because I did it wrong. I'm so sorry about that. But that gives you the idea. So now you know what not to do. So what you should do is get a nice strong yarn. And what you could even do, and this is what I usually do when I make regular pom-poms, is I double my yarn. Okay, and that's the yarn you're going to use to tie. Should I redeem myself? I'm going to redeem myself. Okay, so while we're talking, I'm going to redeem myself, and I'm going to make a better pom-pom because I really can do this. All right, let me do this. All right, so we're going to talk. Okay, so, thank you so much for all the great suggestions that I got for the name for my new sheep. So I got some really great suggestions, but the first one, the one that hit me was the one that I think I had when I was initially looking for a name for Noel. I almost used this name, but I'm like, no, I want to use Noel. So the second name, and quite a number of you suggested it. So anyway, this is Merry, Merry, and I think that's a sweet little name for our new addition. So that is Merry. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you putting some thought into that. All right, let's see how we're going to do here. I just want to have a pom-pom that looks reasonable. All right, so here we go. And you just keep pushing it down a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to cut it again. And now with my nice strong yarn, on one side, here we go, and then we have on the other side, okay, and then I'm going to tighten this up before I take it off. Oh yeah, it's better. All right, I'm going to slide it off and I'm going to tighten it up some more. Yeah, see, I can tighten it really, really, really tight now. All right, let's see how this one comes out. Okay, come on. All right, that's better. It's better. Okay, this is also a very thick yarn too. So maybe not the best. I don't know. I still think it'll make a nice pom-pom. All right, so I'm just going to be cutting across like I was before. On one side, there we go. Oh yeah, this is better. And then on the other side. Yeah, it's not all slip sliding on the other side. Okay, let's go. There we go. Okay, that's better. And then what I like to do, yeah, this is holding together. It looks terrible, but, woo. Yeah, as I said, this is a singles yarn, so it really wants to, okay, it looks terrible. It's like looks like a clover. Okay, so then all you're going to do now, and you're going to make a huge mess, is you're just going to clip and it into a nice little pom-pom shape. Yeah, it just takes it's very messy to do this, so make sure that you're doing it someplace where you can clean up easily after yourself. And whenever I make pom-poms, and you know what's a good is it clover? The clover ones? Those are a nice pom-pom maker. All right, let's see. You just have to be careful. It's like hair cutting. You don't want to go too crazy. All right, let's see. I got a mess here. Ooh, this pom-pom came out really big. Okay. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's still a little wonky looking, but you just carefully just clip it up, and I guess maybe you don't have to do as much because my pom-pom, you know what it is too? I used much lighter weight yarn. This pom-pom was with the yarn that you have in your packet. This is a worsted weight yarn. You have fingering weight, sport weight yarn here. And I put a little bit of the lace mohair. So that's why it totally looks different. I still have a bit of a clover look going on here. But I kind of like to be able to use this since I made it. But anyway, okay, so that's the pom-pom. That's how that works. But definitely use the yarn that you have in your packet to make the pom-poms that are appropriate for the hat that you have here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there. And I always do this, kind of bat it around a little bit to loosen it up. Yeah, it's getting better. It needs some work, but it's getting better. Okay, well anyway, so that's how you make a pom-pom on a fork. All right, so let me get some of this mess out of here because it is all over me, all over the papers. Okay, so let's see. So oh, guess what I started doing last night? We have a new sheep coming. I forgot that I had gotten this yarn specifically. I specifically ordered this yarn, and it's from Barocco, and I'm totally doing, I don't remember, I don't know what I did with the label on it, but I have a whole bag of it, so I'll have to find it. But I have this Barocco yarn. Look at how fuzzy this is. And it has like a boucle. So it would make a super soft, very, very textured, really squishy sheep. So, of course, I had to start one last night. So here we go. Here's the body for our next sheep. Now, what I did was I cast on the same amount of stitches. I used a size, oh, here's my needles. Used a size 3 needle, but it's heavy because this yarn, I was starting with a 5 and a 4, and I said, no, it's going to be too loose. You're going to see as it is, even with the 3, it's still, once you have the stuffing in there, it'll be fine. But it will make a little bit bigger sheep because even though I used the same amount of stitches, I didn't want to, I just said, let's do this. Let's just use the same amount of stitches. I did add an extra inch, either ½ inch or an inch, I already forgot, to the body. And I started one of the legs too, and I ordered, oh, it's all right, you can come on in. All right, my Thursday night group is coming in, so we'll just continue. We don't have too much more. It's all right, you can scoot in. It's okay. All right, there they are. Okay. So that's my cue. That's my cue to be done. Okay, but anyway, so then I started a leg, and that will be like a ½ inch longer so that the sheep will be all in proportion. So we'll see how that comes out. I'll be doing some more work on that tonight. Okay, what else? We're gonna wrap this up pretty quick here. But I know there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. Yes. Oh, okay. So in the process of doing some artwork for the pattern, I came up with something really cute that I think I'm going to put. It's going to be a free download, and I'm going to be putting it up on the website tonight. And I'd like to share this with anybody that is interested in it because I think this would be really cute. There's people out there that like to color. So anyway, I came up with some coloring sheets. So here's one, and they're just kind of stylized with Noelle and Nicholas. And I went kind of crazy. So these are some of the pages, but I have a ton of pages. So I will put the downloads up on the website for you, and I'll put a link down below also. But here we go. There's St. Nicholas in his little outfit. And what else do I have? And then he's filling the stockings. I did not draw these. I inspired them, but I did not draw them. And here's really cute. And so anyway, these might be really cute for you to make up a little, oh, here we go. And then we have our little snow angel. So they're all based around the garments that we have here. And, well, and some just a little, well, yes, actually, I am giving you a little bit of a hint right now of what's to come. Let's see what else is here. I got one more page to show you. Oh, yeah, this is a cute one. Okay, so there you go. So, yes, so I will do that tonight. And I'm sorry that you had to wait all day long for this, but some of you that are out on the West Coast there, shouldn't be as much of a problem. It'll be a little earlier for you. So, okay, so I'm going to let you go, and tomorrow I'm going to make every effort to get in here first thing tomorrow morning before the shop even opens up, and do the show for you so that you can check out day 5. So thanks for watching, and I hope that you're having fun knitting. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or text me, or in the comments, put some questions in the comments. So again, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.